This weekend will be visible in high visibility areas. We'll be in our parks, we'll be in our convenience stores, we'll be in our neighborhoods, and you'll be seeing us out and about.
Right now, police are stepping up their enforcement after yesterday's double shooting and ahead of a busy 4th of July weekend.
Plus, Dane County deputies announced an arrest for a deadly hit and run earlier this month in the town of Oregon.
And later, new competition for the Badgers as the Big Ten welcomes 2 Southern California schools into the conference. We'll tell you who they are. That's all coming up at 10. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, Madison's top asking for your help locating 2 suspects from last night's shooting on the north side.
And he's also hoping to prevent other shootings ahead of what could be a violent 4th of July weekend. Our Arman Rahman has more now. Arman?
Police Chief Sean Barnes didn't have much to say on the 2 who fled the scene on Dryden Drive last night, other than the gunshots happened in one car, and police think everyone knew each other. But he did say the recent rash of gun violence needs to end. Madison police haven't been able to ask 2 teenagers anything about who may have shot them Wednesday night on the north side. The 16 and 18-year-olds should survive, but are still in emergency care.
Officers responded within minutes and immediately began life-saving methods. I believe that these methods saved a life yesterday. I'm fully convinced of that.
Chief Barnes says that incident is part of a recent uptick in gun-related crimes. Officers even responded to gunshots between vehicles on the far east side right as Thursday's press conference was happening.
But I can tell you that in that case, we have recovered 2 firearms.
Shots fired calls were down 17% this year, but Barnes expects this past week to bump that number up.
Whatever's going on in the last couple of days, it needs to stop now.
From the 26th to the 28th, his officers pulled 8 guns off the streets, including an assault weapon and a ghost gun. All this just days before thousands come visit Madison for the 4th of July.
This is not a special weekend, but it's a scary weekend.
Deputy Mayor Ruben Sannon says the city is setting up safe spots for the community to have fun this weekend while working on addressing the many causes of gun violence.
Gun violence is not just connected to having guns available, but it's connected to not having other options for youth being available, not having stable housing for people to be available, not having strong communities where people have other leaders in that community.
And Chief Barnes wants you to know.
This weekend we'll be visible in high visibility areas. We'll be in our parks, we'll be in our convenience stores, we'll be in our neighborhoods, and you'll be seeing us out and about trying to keep everyone safe.
Now, police and community leaders say while they're on high alert for the 4th, they can't do it alone. They ask you to speak up if you know about a conflict that could get violent, and anyone with information on last night's incident should call Crime Stoppers.
Arman, thank you. Next, an update to a story we've been following all month. Dane County authorities have arrested a 38-year-old man in connection with a fatal hit and run on County Highway MM in the town of Oregon. The suspect, a man from the village of Brooklyn, was arrested today and is being held on a tentative charge of homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle and felony hit and run causing death. The victim, 30-year-old Logan Geths, was found dead alongside the roadway back on the evening of June 8th by a passing truck driver. Authorities say Geths died of blunt force trauma. They believe the crash itself happened on June 7th, a day before his body was found.
The NTSB says it has a team of 14 people on the site of the deadly Amtrak crash in rural Missouri. Crews are also now in the process of cleaning up the scene, removing the overturned cars. 4 people died in the crash. 3 passengers and the driver of the dump truck that the train collided with. Investigators say the truck was privately owned and carrying debris from contract work at a nearby project. And in Texas, 4 people have now been arrested and charged after 53 migrants died in what is being called the deadliest human smuggling incident in U.S. history. The migrants were found in sweltering conditions inside a semi-truck in San Antonio on Monday after an employee at a nearby building heard cries for help.
Well, we turn things over to weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has our certified most accurate forecast. Gary?
Eric, it was a hot day today, but still not too humid. Nonetheless, it was still up around 90 degrees. Time-lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam shows bright sunshine again through the day, and then a little more cloud cover during the afternoon. But it wasn't enough to generate much in the way of rain, and certainly not enough to break the heat. Up to the north, there have been some strong thunderstorms up in upper Michigan, but across southern Wisconsin, just a few light showers, and every every once in a while, a flash of lightning, mainly north of the Dells. High temperatures today, 90 in Madison, 93 in Janesville, 94 in Milwaukee. And current temperatures are still in the mid-70s to the lower 80s. Madison sitting at 82. But with a dew point of 59, it still doesn't feel too humid. The dew points are actually higher up in the northern portion of the state, and that humid air is moving more east than south. So look for a low temperature tonight of about 70 with a chance for a shower or thunderstorm overnight. Slight chance for a shower tomorrow morning, then turning partly sunny in the afternoon with a high of 82. It'll still be warm for the 4th of July weekend, but thunderstorm chances are increasing for the 4th itself. I'll have more on the holiday weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
We want justice. We want justice. We want justice. We want it now.
Pro-choice protests continuing outside the Supreme Court in Washington. Every day since Roe v. Wade was overturned, there's been a gathering outside the High Court. Meanwhile, in Dane County, Madison police, the mayor, the sheriff's office say they will not be enforcing the state's 173-year-old anti-abortion law.
And earlier, Attorney General Josh Cole says he will not be using state money to prosecute anyone either and is currently challenging the law in court. But now the Sheboygan County District Attorney Joel Ormanski says he prosecutes based on how the law is written. There are 4 abortion clinics in Wisconsin. One of them is a Planned Parenthood in Sheboygan. They all halted procedures after the Roe decision came down. Ormanski says he's unaware at this point if local law enforcement agencies in Sheboygan County will investigate alleged violations. And in Rock County tonight, several women's organizations getting together at the Janesville Women's Club for a Let's Talk event. Tonight's topic of conversation, women's health choices in Wisconsin. Organizers say instead of retreating to our corners, this community conversation was an opportunity to learn, share, and understand the landscape of federal and state laws around women's health.
No matter where you stand in this room tonight, your experience is where you'll be coming from, and I'm hoping that you leave here feeling equipped to share your experiences, to help them be understood.
They say women are central to families and business, and we must continue to address challenges in women's health with these types of open, courageous conversations.
An historic day for the Supreme Court. Ketanji Brown Jackson sworn in as the 116th member, becoming the first black woman to serve on the highest court in the land.
Under the Constitution.
Under the Constitution.
And laws of the United States.
And laws of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And now, on behalf of all of the members of the court, I am pleased to welcome Justice Jackson to the court and to our common calling.
The 51-year-old born in Washington, D.C., but grew up in Miami, Jackson graduated magna cum laude from Harvard in 1992, confirmed by the Senate in April by a vote of 53 to 47. And the court handing down yet another major decision today related to the climate. The 6-3 decision limits the EPA's capacity to broadly regulate carbon emissions from existing power plants. It is a defeat for the Biden administration's attempt to slash emissions amid concerns over global warming. In addition, the court cut back the agency's authority in general.
Today's decision will almost certainly have an impact on Wisconsin. A local environmental group was party to that case. That was decided today. The group Clean Wisconsin says they are disappointed by the court's decision, which they say hamstrung Wisconsin's DNR as well. And attorney Brett Cordy says the decision has even further implications.
It certainly is troubling and in a line of troubling cases where the Supreme Court is basically saying, unless Congress is so explicit that we can't figure out a way to finagle out of it, we're not going to let them regulate these things.
Cordy says there are other ways the state or federal government can regulate polluters using a doctrine of within the fence line of the property. He's hopeful the Biden administration can find a workaround through executive action. And check this out. Wisconsin is home to 2 of the worst polluting power plants in the nation. That's according to data recently compiled by a Milwaukee-based environmental research and policy organization. The study ranks the nation's 100 worst polluting plants based on the amount of carbon dioxide each one spewed into the atmosphere in 2020. Of the 100 plants on the list, 2 are located in Wisconsin: the Elm Road Generating Station in Oak Creek and the Columbia Energy Center in Columbia.
New tonight, workers at a downtown Madison Starbucks have voted to unionize, becoming the first of the chain's locations in the city to do so. In a news release, the Chicago and Midwest Regional Joint Board of Workers United said workers at the cafe at 1 East Main Street voted 15-1 in favor of unionization. The National Labor Relations Board counted those ballots this afternoon. Crisis in Ukraine coverage now. Ukrainian forces have pushed out Russian forces who had been stationed on the small Black Sea island of Snake Island. In a Telegram post, officials say, quote, there are no more Russians on the island. The armed forces of Ukraine conducted a remarkable operation, end quote. Early today, Ukrainian armed forces said the results of an overnight operation were being assessed, but were viewed as a success as Russian forces were forced to evacuate. And for the U.S., a military setback, another test of a hypersonic missile has failed, according to the Pentagon. The test carried out in Hawaii was said to have failed after an anomaly. The missile is supposed to reach speeds in excess of Mach 5. While the Pentagon isn't offering a lot of specifics, a spokesperson did say the mission was not a complete failure. Russia has been successfully using hypersonic weapons in its invasion of Ukraine. Still to come tonight, the Big Ten getting bigger. UCLA and USC set to join the conference. We'll have the latest in sports.
Plus, hundreds of the best disc golfers in the world in Madison this weekend for a pretty cool event. We'll tell you all about it next.
Shop the inventory blowout sale at Grand Appliance for unbeatable deals on our huge selection of in-stock appliances and grills. Get exclusive offers like this 5 cubic foot Frigidaire chest freezer for just $157, this premium KitchenAid dishwasher for just $697, or this 26 cubic foot side-by-side refrigerator for just $797. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
You heard the jingle man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Get up and go! Own the outdoors with Master Force Power Equipment. Hurry in and save 11% on all Master Force at Menards. Take on heavy-duty dirt and debris with Master Force electric pressure washers. Whether you're removing deep-seated stains or washing down your vehicle, Master Force electric pressure washers have the versatility, portability, and power you need to make short work of any job. Save 11% on all Master Force pressure washers now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Incredible deals. Get 25% off our low Slumberland price. Huge markdowns. Plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
7-day-old tuna casserole.
How'd you know that?
Even my nose is strong. You need Hefty Ultra Strong. It has Arm & Hammer, continuous odor control. Hefty, Hefty, Hefty. Oh, and Toby needs a bath. Stay one step ahead of Stinky.
Ugh-stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed-up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut, and your mood will follow.
The great outdoors is good medicine for bodies and brains, but how much nature time should we aim for?
Tomorrow, our Time for Kids expert has an answer that's refreshing.
And could we see rain for 4th of July? That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Pilots for Delta Airlines spent today on picket lines instead of inside cockpits. Hundreds of pilots protested in 7 cities that serve as Delta hubs. Union reps for the Airline Pilots Association say they're in contract talks with the airline. Pilots want better pay, better job protection, and changes to the current demanding schedules. The holiday travel weekend shaping up to be a challenging one, with airlines struggling to keep up with passenger demand amid that growing worker shortage.
While there is no quick fix to the problem, some are taking steps to avoid a long-term crisis, especially when it comes to recruiting America's next generation of pilots. Chris Wynn has more.
With the busy season of air travel upon us, passengers are bracing for more delays as airlines deal with the national pilot shortage. But in the Pacific Northwest, a new training program aims to make a difference in the long run.
You're going to make a left turn.
Bailey Couturier will soon enter the Ascend Pilot Academy to pursue his dream of flying commercially.
It means a lot to me, specifically because I grew up in foster care.
The 21-year-old from San Diego getting a preview of his future on a recent summer day.
I think that I am extremely grateful that I've been given this opportunity to pursue a career in aviation without having to go in debt.
The program is a partnership between Hillsborough Aero Academy and Alaska Airlines and its regional partner Horizon Air. Upon enrollment, cadets receive a conditional job offer at Horizon and are eligible for low-interest financial aid and a $25,000 stipend to cover the cost of a commercial pilot license.
I get this euphoric feeling thinking to myself, wow, I can't believe this is what I'm doing, you know, and I do know that for a lot of individuals who really want to, they can't because of that huge barrier, the finances.
The overall training can cost about $100,000, which is often a barrier to entry, especially in an industry that severely lacks women and people of color in the cockpit.
This is definitely life-changing. It's opened a door for me directly to my career and my dream.
The FAA requires a minimum of 1,500 flight hours to qualify for an airline transport pilot certificate, which officials say can take 3 to 5 years to complete. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, thousands of pilots at major airlines took early retirements, speeding up a pilot shortage that was already taking shape. Officials at Alaska say they'll need to hire 500 pilots a year for the next 4 years just to meet their staffing needs. This program is only one part of building out the pipeline.
We want our pilot group to look like the general population. We want them to know that aviation is available for everyone.
Despite some of the ongoing issues surrounding the industry, some say now would still be a good time to enter.
This is a sector in the economy that's going to be growing robustly. That means that you will have a very good job, and if you like the sky, then, well, the sky is the limit.
An opportunity to take flight for these diverse pilots in training.
Change has been needing to be happening for far too long, and thankfully I've been given the opportunity to be a part of that change.
In Hillsborough, Oregon, I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
Spirit Airlines' future is still up in the air. A meeting today in which shareholders were scheduled to vote on an acquisition proposal from Frontier Airlines has been postponed. The discount airline had originally planned to merge with Frontier, but that's when JetBlue threw its wallet into the ring and made an offer. And if you were looking for a part-time job in Madison, the city's traffic engineering division is looking to hire a number of school crossing guards. Though vacancies exist in several areas, the city sees the greatest need for applicants on the west side of Madison. The job posting on the city's job site is advertising a pay rate of more than $18 per hour. Shift times are generally between 7 and 9 a.m. and 2 and 4:30 p.m. with an earlier afternoon shift on Mondays.
New tonight, pretty cool event kicking off today in Madison. Some of the world's best disc golfers are in the area to compete in the United States Women's Disc Golf Championships. This year's tournament, which started today, runs through July 3rd, has the largest field of competitors in the tournament's history. A total of 320 women from 8 countries are participating.
Disc golf has been continuing to grow. It saw explosive growth over the last couple of years during the pandemic. And within disc golf and the growth we're seeing, women's disc golf has seen even greater growth.
Competitors will play at 4 area courses: Token Creek County Park, Elver Park, Heath Stand Park, and Capitol Springs. Anyone interested in watching the competition can buy an individual day pass for $20. Anyone younger than 13 can watch for free. Well, let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now with a look at our forecast as we head closer to the holiday weekend.
Yeah, hot day today, but the humidity levels weren't too bad. Tomorrow, temperatures will be a little bit cooler. As we take a look at 3 things you need to know in the forecast, there will be a chance for a shower or thunderstorm overnight. Not everybody will see them. Probably about a 30% chance in most areas, and a shower could linger into early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, it's going to be mainly dry from Friday through Sunday and warm as well. Also could be a chance for a shower or thunderstorm Saturday night. But more humidity by the 4th of July will lead to better chances for showers and thunderstorms on the 4th itself. So look for a high of 83 Saturday, 86 on Sunday. Again, just a chance for a shower or thunderstorm Saturday night. Otherwise, dry for the weekend. And then for the 4th itself, the humidity levels come up, high temperature at 83, and we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. As we check out high resolution resolution radar, you can see just a few sprinkles up to the north. Not a lot of precipitation out there. They're having some thunderstorms up in far northern Wisconsin and upper Michigan, but these showers every once in a while will generate a flash of lightning, and that's pretty much about it. But we could see a shower or thunderstorm overnight. High temperatures today in the 90s from Madison and the Twin Cities back to the south and west. More triple-digit heat over parts of western Kansas. Current temperatures are still pretty warm, but they do start to fall a little bit to the north and west. Notice mid to upper 70s toward the Twin Cities, and then a little bit cooler to the north and west. So we'll see a drop in temperatures for tomorrow as a cold front comes through. Also, dew point temperatures in the upper 50s, a few places in the middle 60s over central Wisconsin, but notice how quickly they drop off on the other side of that front toward the Twin Cities. So again, tomorrow we'll see less humid air. As we check out weather track, the jet stream kind of sagging southward now a little bit. Most of the shower and thunderstorm activity is along it, but as the jet stream sags to the south, the next batch of rain will probably stay to our south and keep us dry. As we check out the current weather map, there's a warm front to the north, a cold front back to the west, and you can see that basically not much going on here ahead of that front, but eventually notice the wind shift to the north and west, and the showers and thunderstorms will become more numerous as they drop to the south into Illinois, where there's a little bit more humidity. So we're not seeing a lot of rain out of this, and it's pretty dry out there. The grass is starting to get a little brown, and we're going to see that the dry conditions will continue. Now, as we head into Saturday, we'll see more sunshine. Again, a chance for a shower or thunderstorm Saturday night, but not much in the way of precipitation. The rain tonight, take a look at the computer model forecast. Less than 1/10 of an inch in most areas, and many locations not seeing any rain itself. But take a look at the drought monitor. Abnormally dry conditions over southern portions of Wisconsin, up north as well. In between, soils are okay, but with time, if we don't get much in the way of rain, we're going to start seeing the drought that's out west expand. In fact, the U.S. Drought Monitor Service actually is calling now for drought conditions to develop from Illinois southward over the next couple of months, as drier than normal weather is expected through much of the upcoming summer. So for tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 82 degrees. There could be a shower chance in the morning, but we'll see more sunshine in the afternoon. On future track, again, just a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm overnight. The better chances down to the south across Illinois. Then dry weather for the day tomorrow. Tomorrow night, clear out, temperatures drop into the upper 50s, and then on Saturday, look for partly sunny skies, highs in the lower 80s. Again, rainfall amounts overnight, not amounting to very much. But the 7 to 10 day forecast calls for temperatures mid-80s for Sunday, low 80s with more humidity and thunderstorm chances on the 4th of July and probably Tuesday into early Wednesday as well. Then another period of dry weather with temperatures in the low to mid-80s, a little more humidity as we head toward next weekend.
And coming up in sports, the Big Ten is heading west. What Chris McIntosh had to say about USC and UCLA joining the conference next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I don't think it's here for the burger. This summer, prime rib is the star. Bite into the new Primal Angus Thick Burger at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion now in theaters.
Spectrum presents Stream Home Makeover with JoJo.
We transform the Joneses' home, upgrading their entertainment experience with the best TV and internet services from Spectrum. Let's go. With Spectrum TV, you get your favorite channels and streaming apps, plus tons of on-demand.
Switch to Spectrum TV and internet for only $49.99 a month each. Now with even faster speeds of 300 megabits per second. Call 1-844-480-4713.
Ready for more? Take a look. With the free Spectrum TV app, you can stream live sports, news, and more on all your devices, inside, outside, and on the go.
Wow, that's awesome!
There's more. We powered up the game room with Spectrum Internet, which gives you the fast, reliable speeds you need to power all your devices. And it comes with free security suite, so you can feel completely safe and secure.
Switch to Spectrum TV and internet for only $49.99 a month each. Now with speeds of 300 megabits per second. Call 1-844-480-4713.
Call now.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
At
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we only serve those who honorably serve. All ranks, all branches, and their eligible family members. Yep, that is exclusive, and we're fine with that.
Keep life zesty with Zantac 360 degrees. Heartburn can't stop this party because Zantac 360's triple action prevents, relieves, and lasts, working in as little as 15 minutes. Keep life zesty with Zantac 360.
Most senators couldn't tell you the cost of a gallon of milk. Thanks, Ruben. Or how much beef has gone up this year. But I'm not like most senators or any of the other millionaires running for Senate. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I know how hard you work. And I know that by bringing manufacturing home, we create jobs and we lower costs. If we want to change Washington, we got to change the people we send there. I'm Mandela Barnes and I approve this message.
Traffic is horrible.
Great. Time for another one of these.
Bite into the new Primal Burrito or Biscuit with prime rib at Hardee's. See Jurassic World Dominion now in theaters.
When you think of the Rose Bowl, you think of Keith Jackson's voice describing Ron Dane running wild, Darrell Bevel's scamper to the end zone, and 3 straight trips to Cali from 2010 to 2012. Playing in Pasadena has always been a treat for Wisconsin, but now playing in LA will more likely be like playing in Minneapolis. Starting August 2nd, 2024, UCLA and USC will officially be members of the Big Ten, and the conference will now stretch from coast to coast. Wisconsin AD Chris McIntosh said of the news, quote, "I can't wait for our teams and fans to come together on a regular basis in Southern California. UCLA and USC will be outstanding new partners and competitors." Next Friday, the state's Big Four basketball programs will hit the court at Summerfest to compete against each other while teaming up to raise money for charity. It's called the Alumni Charity Challenge, and representing Wisconsin will be the team of Keaton Nankivil, Brevin Pritzel, and Ben Brust. And you could say the trio pretty confident they'll win the shooting competition while raising the most money in the process.
I got the edge. I believe in my guys. Brevin can shoot the crap out of it. I have confidence, even if it's irrational confidence. And Keaton Nankivil is my silent gem. I'm excited about everything. A chance to compete. I love competition. I love the organization that I get to represent, Guarding Against Cancer.
It's been a week Marjon Beauchamp will remember forever, but it's also one that hasn't really sunk in yet for the Bucks' first-round draft pick. For Beauchamp, the most surreal moment of it all was a text message he received from a certain two-time MVP welcoming him to Milwaukee.
Giannis texted me. He's like, "Welcome to the team. Let's go win a shit." So I was like, wow. And to play with, Giannis and Drew and Chris, those are NBA All-Stars, vets, so, and them to reach out to me and, it's amazing, and I never thought, I'd be in this position.
As expected, Bobby Portis will be a Buck after all. After opting out yesterday, Portis staying in Milwaukee after agreeing to a 4-year, $49 million deal. Wes Matthews also staying a Buck. He has agreed to a 1-year deal. And the Bucks also signed 3-point specialist Joe Ingles to a 1-year deal. And the Brewers opening up their 3-game series with the Pirates, and this one was all about Michael Perez. He was 4 for 4 with 3 home runs tonight for Pittsburgh. The last one in the 8th was a big one because Milwaukee scored 3 in the 9th, but their rally fell short. They lose 8-7. We're back after this.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built Ford Escape with an available head-up display and pre-collision assist. And Ford Edge with available enhanced active park assist and intelligent all-wheel drive. Both are IIHS top safety picks. That's value built for America. Ford SUVs. Drive one today. Choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months only at your local Ford dealer.
Wisconsin, Governor, we have one chance to get this right. Remember one name, Kevin Nicholson, Marine, 5 years, Iraq, Afghanistan, came home, founded No Better Friend Corp, taught Wisconsin conservatives how to organize and win. This is about the ones who work for a living, worry about safe streets and buying groceries. Warrior conservatives. This is about Kevin Nicholson. Conservatives, rise up. We have a leader.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, drugged driving deaths in Wisconsin have increased nearly 200% over the past 10 years. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
Hy-Vee hot deals are super hot this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground beef, only $2.99. Pepsi products, get 4 for only $11.88 when you buy 4. Whole seedless watermelon, only $3.48 with coupon. Pork loin back ribs, only $3.99 a pound. And the savings are hotter than hot on Doritos, only $1.99 with coupon. Scan the QR code and check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Wipes, wipes, wipes. Why the waste? Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water with reusable Eco-Pad. Micelles work like a magnet. Now leave less mascara residue than the leading wipes. With no wipe waste. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and reusable Eco-Pad by Garnier, naturally.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
Gary joins us. Final check of the forecast.
Well, a couple of showers out there, but not a lot. Now, I'm not expecting much in the way of precipitation overnight. Few people may get a brief heavy downpour if you get a heavier shower or thunderstorm, but most of us will miss out on the rain altogether. Temperatures right now still lower 80s in Madison and 70s elsewhere. Dew point temperatures are not very high. Look for a low tonight of about 70, high tomorrow 82.
Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
And do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.